Amy Roloff gets candid. Where do things stand with her kids? Hello viewers. Welcome back to my channel. For latest news update, please subs. Reading time. For minutes. Amy Roloff and her kids. Where do they stand? As has been well documented over the past years, Matt Roloff does not have a strong relationship with her kids these days. It's been over a year since the Little People, Big World star put his farm up for sale, seemingly didn't give his children a fair chance to purchase it, and then got dragged hard by son Zach in response. The relationship between Matt and his kids has been icy, at best, ever since. But what about Matt's ex-wife? What is Amy Roloff's relationship with her kids these days? Amy has given fans insight into where things stand between herself and her children, too, and there may be some serious tension there as well. The reality star has 4 children, twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, daughter Molly, 29, and son Jacob, 26. She shares all of them with ex-husband Matt Roloff. Amy did not welcome any other kids with her new husband, Chris Merrick, nor does he have any kids of his own. Though the kids are grown, Amy has worked hard over the years to keep a close relationship with her 3 sons and 1 daughter. Last Mother's Day, all 4 kids came together to celebrate their mom in a rare visit all together. "I'm blessed by my 4 kids who made me a mom," Amy wrote on Instagram. "You are my greatest gifts the Lord has blessed me with. I'm so proud of the wonderful individuals you are and the amazing adults you have become," she added. It was a rare moment to see the kids, but also a rare photo on Amy's Instagram of the kids. She doesn't post about them very often. Maybe because she doesn't see them as much as fans would like. A few weeks before Mother's Day, Amy talked openly about how she didn't see her sons or her daughter on Easter, and how she hasn't really seen any of them in a while either. "Oh my God, can you believe we're in April?" Amy asked her followers. Then she started to detail her Easter plans, which apparently didn't involve seeing her kids. Ja and Aud have been out of town, Zach and Tori. They're doing their thing in Battleground. Jacob and Issy. In fact, I just had them over for dinner this past week, or a couple of days ago. Well, I haven't seen them in Ian's and Mateo. Amy rambled a decent amount in this Q&A, seemingly contradicting herself at times, but also making it evident that she hasn't spent a lot of time with her loved ones for a while. "Oh my God, I feel so bad because I didn't do anything for Easter," Amy went on. "I was supposed to go to Molly's last weekend, but because I forgot about a commitment Chris and I had, I'm going this weekend. And so I'm gonna go up and see Molly. But Jacob was over here and he goes, that seems to be the kind of tradition, is to go up and see Molly during Easter. So I thought, you know what, that might be a good thing. So yeah, I haven't seen her in a while, since January, and I miss my daughter." Things between the Roloffs in general have been off for a while now. Zach and Tori moved to Washington over a year ago. Audrey and Jeremy are fixing up their own farm these days, and Molly has lived hours away from her parents for a very long time now. Jacob and Isabel, meanwhile, have always been nomads to a certain extent. The tension between these family members has caused many to wonder if Little People, Big World will ever return with new episodes. Little People, Big World was meant to be a fun, family show about a pumpkin farm and how they conquer life despite their disabilities, a source told The Sun in January 2023. Although the drama is usually great for reality TV, it's become a little depressing to watch as the family has grown apart in recent months. The majority of the family have loved having the cameras capture them and later their own children growing up, but things have shifted. The show's future is shaky. Why LPBW's Zach and Tori didn't want Karen to meet baby Josiah. Little People, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff had no interest in Karen Chandler meeting their new baby, Josiah. Little People, Big World Season 25 has dropped and shows strife within the Roloff family. In the past, Zach and Tori have struggled in their relationship with Matt and his partner Karen, and based on the new trailer, those issues will continue in the upcoming season. Zach and Tori are also leaving LPBW after the season. Zach and Tori are estranged from the Roloff family and explained that the farm is no longer a place of joy for their family. Additionally, Zach noted that he and Tori have no plans for Josiah to meet Karen. Zach shares that it has amazed him that his father and Karen still feel as if they have done nothing wrong. For her part, Tori notes that Karen claims to be waiting for an olive branch that they have no intention of offering on one of the best reality TV shows. Karen butted into the feud between the father and son, which caused Tori to join in as well. Tori and Karen used to be quite close, but over time, their relationship faded. It makes sense that Tori and Zach are keeping their distance from someone they no longer trust and, understandably, are in no hurry for her to meet their new baby. Karen has been called out multiple times for manipulating Matt. Additionally, she might be using Matt for his money. Karen has started to insert herself more and more during family meetings and has often overstepped her boundaries. While Karen and Matt claim that the whole situation with Zach and Tori has been painful, it's unclear what Karen has done to help alleviate the tension. Instead of apologizing, Karen and Matt have ignored their role in the fight and have not addressed the significant issues. Matt has not helped the feud. It was shocking when he purposely insulted Zach and his twin brother Jeremy on Little People, Big World. Neither twin will have ownership of the farm, as Matt is now looking to do what is best for him and his finances. While viewers hope the Roloff family can come together again, that looks less and less likely. Hopefully, the latest season will resolve some issues. Little People, Big World. Signs Zach and Tori Roloff would leave the show. Why you should have seen it coming. After almost 2 decades, Little People, Big World stars Jack Roloff and his wife, Tori Roloff, are leaving the long-running series at the end of its 25th season. The series initially focused on the marriage of Amy Roloff and her ex-husband, Matt Roloff. However, as time went on, the couple divorced and embarked on new relationships. While the Roloff children, Zach, Jeremy Roloff, Jacob Roloff, and Molly Roloff, have all made appearances on the show, the current storyline primarily centers around Zach, Tori, and their 3 children. Little People, Big World has chronicled the Roloff family's journey through substantial transformations over the years, including Amy and Matt's divorce, which was tough on their 4 children. As Little People, Big World Season 25 begins, Zach and Tori grapple with significant family issues and confront a moment of crisis related to Zach's health just as they plan to exit the show. In retrospect, their departure from the show shouldn't be a surprise, as there were many signs Zach and Tori weren't going to continue to participate in the series. Little People, Big World star Zach recently underwent urgent surgery to address a persistent health issue related to his dwarfism. A fixture on the show since its debut in 2006 as one of Matt and Amy's children, the series has chronicled Zach's journey into family life, including his marriage to Tori and the birth of their 3 children, 5-year-old Jackson, 3-year-old Lila, and 10-month-old Josiah. Unfortunately, just days before the premiere of Little People, Big World Season 25, Zach found himself hospitalized following emergency surgery. It was especially touching when little Jackson tried to help nurse his dad back to health. It was obvious Zach and his family would rather focus on his health and away from the camera. Of Amy and Matt's 4 kids, Zach was the only one who continued to appear on Little People, Big World, and had a good relationship with his parents. It all blew up when Zach offered to buy the family farm when Matt suddenly pulled it off the market. The father and son haven't talked much since then, and Zach has admitted their relationship has been severely strained. Their issues worsened when Matt started a relationship with Karen Chandler, a longtime family employee. Things got so bad that Zach and Tori wouldn't let Matt babysit their children. Cesar Garcia. Zach, 33, made his reality TV debut as a teenager back in 2006. Little People, Big World chronicles Amy, Matt, and Zach's experiences living with dwarfism. Being on television is what I know, Zach said, and all the experiences that come with that. Tori met and married Zach while he was filming Little People, Big World, and their journey expanded to include the arrival of their 3 children. Filming with children is difficult, and it was only a matter of time before Zach and Tori decided it was too much. During a recent episode of Zach and Tori's podcast, Raising Heights, Tori proclaimed, "We are done. That part of our lives, that chapter has closed." During the same episode, Tori also referenced recent family conflict, saying, "I do feel like it was also time for us to move on because I didn't want, personally, to hate your family." The only surprise is that it took so long for all the family drama to drive Jack and Tori off the show. During the same podcast episode, Jack and Tori discussed not wanting to put pressure on their children to appear on the show, which would complicate filming. The Little People, Big World couple talked about how difficult it is to film with children, and Tori noted that Jackson, their firstborn son, had already started expressing not wanting to be involved with filming. Despite a recent episode of Little People, Big World Season 25 that showed Jack and the kids having fun on scooters in the house, it's not always fun and games when filming with children. As their kids got older, it should have been obvious that the family couldn't keep appearing on the show for very long. That being said, Jack and Tori made it clear that they do not blame their kids for their decision not to continue with the show. Despite Jack and Tori's various issues with filming the show, including Jack's feud with his father, Matt, the couple also acknowledged what they liked about filming the show, including the fun experiences they've had, the people they met along the way, and the privileges they've received as a result of being reality TV stars. Since they have positive feelings about working on the show, the couple could return to Little People, Big World at some point in the future. However, it won't happen until Jack and Matt work through their feud. Tori Roloff continues to be hated by Little People, Big World fans, but why? Tori Roloff hasn't appeared on Little People, Big World for years, but still continues to be a hot topic for fans of the show. TLC's Little People, Big World premiered in 2006, introducing audiences to the Roloff family, led by Matt and Amy and their 4 children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. Matt and Amy, as well as Jeremy, are all dwarves. Now in its 25th season, the show has given fans a look at how a family with dwarfism lives day to day. Jeremy, who is Zach's twin, married Tori Roloff, née Audrey Mirabella Body, back in 2014. The couple welcomed daughter Ember in September 2017, son Bode in January 2020, and son Radley in November 2021. They are expecting their 4th child in the spring of 2024. Ultimately, in 2019, Jeremy and Audrey stopped appearing on the show, yet there is still so much commotion surrounding Audrey. In the Little People Big World subreddit, many folks have some choice words about her. Why do people dislike Audrey so much? Why do people dislike Tori Roloff? If you take a gander at the Little People Big World subreddit, you'll notice that there isn't a lot of conversation about the show, but there is a lot of talk about one of its alums, namely Tori Roloff. In a thread discussing Audrey, users weighed in with why they don't like her, and it's not just one specific reason, but many. Her life is privileged, but she doesn't really acknowledge that at all. She acts like she is a self-made success story when it was from marrying Ja, who is on a TV show. She doesn't actually know real struggle or hardship. Everything is perfect in her world, wrote one LPBW fan. Several others remarked that the disdain stemmed more so from what she posts on social media as to her appearances in the show. Audrey has previously shared anti-vax posts as well as posts that reject traditional medicine and ones that preach the benefits of essential oils and drinking raw milk. Additionally, in 2019, she and Jeremy faced criticism for advocating blanket training, a tactic they used with their daughter Ember. This method, derived from the controversial teachings of Pastor Michael Pearl and Debbie Pearl in their book, To Train Up a Child Training for the 21st Century, involves placing a child on a blanket for set periods. Should the baby try to move off the blanket, parents are to strike them lightly with a ruler or something flexible and place them back on it. It is meant to teach babies boundaries, discipline, and solo playtime. Other comments in the thread about Audrey include, "She's a pygmy girl who says she hates pop culture, but she's only famous because of pop culture, and a braggart and a liar." To sum it all up, many people think Audrey is full of herself and isn't using her platform for good. During a Q&A on her Instagram story in May 2023, Audrey was asked to explain why she and Jeremy chose to depart Little People Big World. Per the Ashley's Reality Roundup, she cited many reasons, including that Jeremy was just ready to move on from this chapter of his life, and that they didn't want to raise their kids in front of the camera. Audrey also slammed the show for its crazy and very controlling contracts, fabricated storylines, and pressure to perform. "TV contracts are crazy and very controlling," she continued. Same with filming schedules. We also didn't like the storylines being portrayed that weren't actually true. Ultimately, reality TV is all about the drama, and we didn't like the pressure to create or speak to the drama or perform for the cameras. TV contracts are crazy and very controlling, she continued. Same with filming schedules. We also didn't like the storylines being portrayed that weren't actually true. Ultimately, reality TV is all about the drama, and we didn't like the pressure to create or speak to the drama or perform for the cameras. Audrey disclosed that this is why she enjoys sharing her life and opinions online, because she is able to control what becomes public and how it is portrayed to fans. TLC's Little People, Big World is back with season 25, and fans have a lot of Roloff family news to catch up on. This season, Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler get engaged, and Amy Roloff talks to Matt about the future of Roloff Farms. Amy and Karen notoriously didn't get along in the past, and Amy recently said that she doesn't want anything to do with Karen or Matt. Little People, Big World season 25 shows Matt and Amy Roloff living separate lives. Amy moved off of Roloff Farms after the divorce from Matt, and she and her husband, Chris Merrick, are continuing their new chapter together as a happy couple. As for Matt, season 25 shows his and Karen Chandler's engagement. Amy recently explained what her relationship with Karen is like now. "We're cordial, we're respectful," Amy told Us Weekly. "We can be in each other's company. We can enjoy that time. I wouldn't say we're going to be best friends or anything." While Amy and Karen are amicable now, it wasn't always that way. Filming with her right after the divorce from Matt proved difficult for Amy. "I never wanted to have anything to do with them, but yet I'm still doing a show with them," Amy added. "But that is like a job. So, time changes things, and you grow up, or you have a different perspective on it." Chris added that Amy's relationship with Karen has dramatically improved over time, and Amy still talks to Matt a few times a month over the phone. "They have good conversations, so it's definitely gotten a lot better since I've known them," Chris said. Amy Roloff doesn't love Chris Marek's friendship with Matt Roloff. Little People, Big World season 25 shows Chris Marek and Matt Roloff's unlikely friendship. The two have been friends for years. A clip from the season shows Chris and Amy talking about it. "I'm glad that Amy is getting more comfortable with Matt and I," Chris tells the cameras in a clip posted to. "Okay," Chris says with a chuckle. "I'm glad Amy could choke it down. When Matt and I get together, she knows it's safe. We're not talking about Amy. No one's throwing her under the bus." Chris tells Amy that while he and Matt rarely mention her, some relationship stuff occasionally comes up. More recently, Chris and Matt discussed their irritation with Amy leaving doors and drawers open for no reason. Little People, Big World season 25 won't show Amy Roloff's blossoming friendship with Karen Chandler. However, Amy acknowledges that the show is all about family dynamics, and showing how she and Matt Roloff can still come together is important. "The thing I remind all my kids, and I think what our show is constantly about, is family," Amy told Us Weekly. "You go through roller coaster rides, whether you hate the other person or you're very angry and upset at your parents and stuff." She added that she hopes Jack Roloff's relationship with Matt will improve over time. "Put it in a different context where you can deal with it and appreciate it," she said of their conflict. "It's never going to be the same. It'll be different, but put it in that different thing where we're still going to get together for families, which we do. We still get together for other things, and it's about family." Little People, Big World season 25 airs on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. Little People, Big World season 25 continues to show the Roloff Farms drama between Matt and Amy Roloff. Matt bought Amy Roloff's side of Roloff Farms after they divorced, and he recently built a new mansion on the property for him and Karen Chandler to live in. The first episode of the season showed Matt telling Amy that he plans to leave her Roloff Farms in the event of his death. However, Amy doesn't believe him. The Little People, Big World season 25 premiere showed Matt and Amy Roloff discussing the future of Roloff Farms. Previously, Matt tried putting the farm up for short-term rental. He also tried selling some of the property, but to no avail. Matt still currently owns all of Roloff Farms, and he told Amy that he wants to put the farm in her name if he dies. The conversation captured on camera shows Matt and Karen Chandler speaking to Amy and Chris Marek. We've all but decided that when I die, we're giving whatever piece of the farm I still have to Amy, Matt announces. I don't even know how to comment on that, Amy says. Amy spoke to Us Weekly about the shocking conversation and inheritance plan. When Matt said that, well, I might just leave the whole thing to you when I die, and I'm like, yeah, right. Amy told the publication. Well, I've known Matt long enough. He says a whole lot of things. I'll believe it when it all happens. Chris, Amy's husband, doesn't believe the offer either. I don't think he's actually going to leave it to you, he told Us Weekly. Just make her the executor, which I think was actually smart because Amy will be very good at Mac.